Guide dog training, dog day. The top of a rainbow umbrella spins so that the colors run into one another. This is how I feel today, like a happy, jubilant rainbow. So this is kind of my morning favorite when I'm here. You can hear that there's a highway over here, but this is like a walking path. And I think I've changed it a little bit because I swear it was paved before, and now it's got like a nice coating of gravel, or maybe they just refinished the paving stuff. So there's a nice, beautiful walking path. Big trees. My pink thing. If it weren't for the highway, you'd think you were like in the middle of the woods somewhere. It's so pretty. But I love this walk in the morning. It's a nice way to wake up, get myself ready and focused for the day and for breakfast, which I don't normally eat at home. When I'm here, I make myself eat it because I know how much energy I'm expending throughout training. But I don't know if you can hear this on the video, but I'm starting to hear the kennel. So this walk, as you go through the path, it brings you near the kennels. And it's like torture to be that close. Like my dog is in there. There's a dog in there that's meant for me. It'll be time soon. Anyway, I think this is so beautiful. Oregon, you are lucky. What a lovely place. Like this stuff here makes me just want to go off-roading and like play in the forest. I love it. Hello friends, I hear you. Listen to him walk. What's that you say? You've never made yourself pretty for a dog? I was just gonna try to throw some makeup on really quick since it's almost time for puppies. They're not puppies. They're mature working dogs. But it's almost time. So we have lunch at 12:30 and then we have dog matches between 1:30 and 2:30. So I could have quite a weight on my hands. You guys, this cold is kicking my butt. My best friend asked me earlier how I'm feeling, and I was like, well, sickness-wise, I feel like crap. But I'm still super excited. I'm totally ready, and I'm feeling really good and really confident about this afternoon. Make it look like I actually slept last night, which I didn't. But there's a time difference, so I slept a little. And then I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and my body said, time to get up. You're gonna meet a friend today. This morning we did communicating with your guide dog and managing your guide dog. I don't know if I'm saying this right. And we also went over impulse control with our dogs. I'm not going to video or film during any of our lectures because that's obviously proprietary information and it's their curriculum, and out of respect for my classmates and my instructors and my staff, or their staff rather, not my staff, and myself, because that's just something that will distract me from what I need to be doing here, which is focusing on this process and on building a relationship with this dog. So morning stuff went really well. We did a lot of work with Juno, which if you're not familiar with the guide dog process, I don't know if service dog organizations use Juno, but we use Juno as the name for an imaginary dog when we're like practicing and learning and things like that. Juno, come. Juno, sit. Juno, stay. Juno, down. Get pretty used to saying Juno. And another thing you may or may not know, depending on whether you're a puppy raiser or if you just come to this video or you've never had a guide dog or you don't know much about this process and stuff, is that we don't know anything about our dogs. So everything about this dog is a surprise. I don't know its name, I don't know its breed, I don't know its color, and they will tell us all of those things when they bring the dog in. And it really is like a blind date, except with a canine and completely non-romantic, lest there be any confusion. When they bring the dog in, your goal is just to greet them and start to get to know them. It is 12:30 on the nose, so I'm gonna get going and go have lunch. I'm gonna take some more Dayquil because this cold is kicking my butt. And I will not allow it. Next time you see me, I will be meeting my new partner, which is insanely exciting. It's almost time, you guys. They are bringing our dogs to our rooms anytime now. Have my internal Tigger going because I'm so excited. And I'll talk to you soon.
Hi. Can I hand you my leash? I don't want to see too many pigments. Okay, thank you.
It's a boy, and he has way more pigment than I do. After several hours working together in one slumber party, he strikes me as an incredibly well-trained, tall, dark, and handsome male who loves to give kisses and doesn't snore at all. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Hey everybody, Dog Day is in the books. I wanted to share with you a little bit about what we worked on today, a little bit about why I haven't shared New Dog's name, and there are a few things to that. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we talked about in classes today and in our training. Today we went over a number of communication techniques with our guide dogs, management techniques, behavior management, and managing distractions. We talked about obedience, commands, and also guide work requests. You're okay. You're okay, friend. This entire experience is a huge change for our new partners. They have been living in the kennel environment with other dogs while they've been in formal training. So to come up here and to be in the dorm setting, in a completely new setting to them, and also to have somebody new handling them is very different and can be very stressful for them. So there are a number of things that we do to try to make that transition better for them. We also really just want to try to maintain consistency and communication. Days in guide dog training are always very long. Like, you wouldn't think it was that way, but it is, because you're in an environment that's different from your home. Like, for example, my body woke me up at 2:30 this morning and I've been up since. And obviously I already started out with this cold a while ago. So basically I'm just doing everything I can to keep my energy levels up. So we did a lot of, fundamentals in relationship building and how we communicate with our guide dogs. You're okay, friend. And they also talked with us about things that we might expect because this is such a big change for these guys. We didn't actually start any guide work today. We worked on obedience and communicating with our guide dogs and really getting to know them a little bit better. And also talking with each other about how we can communicate between students so that we're setting our dogs up for success. Setting them up for success is giving us the benefit of our relationship growing faster and stronger sooner. In my class, there are 3 people who have had guide dogs previously, and one of the things that GDB offers us as a resource, and personally I think is just incredible, is they actually have a staff counselor who is also a guide dog handler, and she offers a session this evening for those of us who have had a previous guide dog or guide dogs, and basically they allow us an opportunity to talk with each other and share stories and experiences, and they call it a tribute. So we're just able to share our memories and our experiences and maybe concerns that you have going forward with a new partner. As you can see, I'm already in my jammies, which are my emojis because they remind me of my girlies. And it's the second day I've been here and I'm already a little homesick, but this is my nature. I get homesick really fast. I tell my husband, even though we really want to travel, that I'm afraid that if we went on like a 2-week international vacation, that by the 3rd day I'd be like, I'm homesick because that's pretty much how I am everywhere we go. And it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if we're seeing family. It doesn't matter if I have tons of friends and relatives around me. I still get sort of homesick. It's like I miss the feeling of being in my home. I don't know what that's about, but I've always been that way. So anyway, I was looking at these because for some reason, I don't think they do actually, but for some reason I thought they had the poop emoji, and I thought, well, that's really immature, Nicole. But I don't think they did. I was able to FaceTime with my husband and our youngest daughter today for a little while. Evie was able to see the new dog, and she said she thinks he's really cute. So that was very sweet. Oh, okay, so a little bit about that, because some people have asked me what the dog's name is. So here's the thing. Some people choose to share, really? Some people choose to share the dog's information, all the dog's information, their name, their breed, their color, things like that, right away. But the recommendation really is that we do not share all of that information publicly until, like, I think it's this weekend actually. Well, so there's a couple of things. It's kind of a gray area because some people do share that information right away. I have chosen not to share that information right away for a few reasons. One is that in the first week of training, there's the possibility that your work with the dog that they've initially matched you with might not work out, that you might not be exactly right, and that there might be some component that just doesn't fit perfectly. And if that's the case, then usually what they'll do is they will do a dog switch before the first weekend of class. So like before this upcoming weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if they do that, if that happens, and it does, you've already told everybody the color, the breed, and the name, then you have to go back in and explain, oh, my first dog didn't work out, and so they've made a dog switch. And here's this information all over, and it's just kind of anticlimactic, right? But the other issue is that, and this is, I think, more important even, is that the puppy raiser is a key component to this decision. Our puppy raisers give these dogs so much time and love and effort and energy and so much investment of themselves and their heart. And finding out that their dog is in class it's a huge moment of accomplishment, and it's something to be celebrated. It's very exciting, and it is a huge accomplishment. Their puppy is going to become a guide dog. For a lot of them, they'll liken that experience to one of their kids graduating from college. When their puppy graduates from guide dog training and is matched with a partner and goes on to be a guide dog. If we share all that information and our puppy raiser finds out either through the grapevine or through social media or something like that, then they don't find out through kind of the proper channels and the way that our school has set up and developed this process to keep the concern about their emotions and their attachment as a top priority. So I have not shared new dog's name, and I won't until I'm confident, until we're past a few days and I'm confident that the relationship is solid and there won't be a dog change while I'm here in class. And until I know that the raisers have my contact information and that the school has sent them that information and they know who their puppy has been matched with. And once they know that information, then I'll feel confident and comfortable sharing publicly the dog's name. As it is, though, I am allowed to share the dog's name and information with my close family and friends locally back at home. So I have shared the dog's name with my husband, and certainly if I chose to, I would be allowed to share it with close relatives and close friends in our home area, especially if they're not super involved or connected with the guide dog community or the puppy raisers that have been involved with the dog's life. Today, all we worked on were, basic obedience and healing and things like that, and just starting to get to know each other, starting to develop a foundation. Tomorrow, we will actually do our first working session with the guide dog in harness. That will be very cool. As I've said before, thank you so much for following along this journey. I am really excited to share this with you. And if you guys have questions or if there are things that you want to know about the process or things that I've not shared with you, please feel free to put them down in the comments section and I will be glad to try to address them. For now, I am probably gonna end the vlog tonight and I'm gonna try to get to sleep after this meeting. Thanks again for following along on this journey. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.